Hey, what's going on, everyone? Kevin here, Get Madden Gaming, and today we're taking a look at some CGC cards that just returned. Now, this is going to be like a part one of a two-part video because only some of the cards arrived. Because when I submitted them, I submitted a few of them with subgrades and most of them without subgrades. So I submitted 50 cards in total, and I got 8 back today. The other 42 are somewhere. I don't know when I'm going to get them back. But when I do, you'll see them. So, as you can see here, I got a box. There's going to be 8 graded cards in here. So let's tear this box open. And hopefully we get some good grades. I do know one of the cards in here is my daughter's. It's not mine. She pulled, out of her first booster pack she ever opened, she pulled a secret rare. So I kept it for a while and I told her I'd get it graded eventually. That way, okay, this box is really hard to open. That way she could keep the card in, keep it in good shape. Where are my scissors? They really tape these boxes up good. Okay, is that open? Oh, there we go. Which way are they sitting? Okay, I don't want to see the grades yet. Alright, here we go. There's our cards with the grades facing the opposite direction so I can't see them. And I love the way the CGC cards come packaged. As you can see, they're in this nice little foam sleeve here. And the cards just look beautiful. Let me see. I don't want to look at this because this tells me what the grades are. Alright, let's just go ahead and start it. We're going to grab them from the back and we'll work our way to the front. So let me scoot them over here. Okay, our first card. Look, the back looks good, so hopefully this was a good one. 9.5 on a Zamazenta V. And I sent this one in as one of my, because I had an extra. Almost got a perfect. I got a gem mint. Almost got a 10 though because we had 3 9.5s and 1 10. So that's pretty nice. Let's go ahead and put it up on a stand so you guys can see it. Alright, there's our first grade of the day. 9.5, not a bad start. Alright, let me grab the second one here. This one also had a pretty good back. I know some of the cards I sent in, I figured would not get a great, or a good grade, a great grade. But I wanted to send them in anyway because they were just cards I had laying around. Anyway, card number 2. A Mint 9 Scizor. This one here can fetch quite a few, or probably a couple $100, honestly. It is a non-holographic first edition Scizor from Neo Discovery. And it's got a 9, so we only got 110 on the surface. Corner's got an 8.5. Probably because this right here, I don't know if you can see it, there is a nick on the corner there. And a little bit of one on this corner down here. But a 9 on a first edition Neo Discovery Scizor can probably land maybe $150, $200. So that's not a bad card. And now might be a good idea, or a good time to tell you what I'm going to be doing with most of these cards. I'm going to be putting another tier on my Patreon. I believe the idea right now is going to be to charge $35, and you're going to get one random graded card from my huge. I'm going to be building up a huge graded card inventory for this. But $35 will get you one random graded card that you will actually choose on a live stream. So I'm going to put a whole bunch of cards up on the table backwards with numbers on them. And you'll have to join the live stream and pick the number you want if you choose to support me on Patreon. And then I'll send you that card, whatever random card you picked, and one booster pack. So for 35 bucks, free shipping, you'll get one random graded card in a booster pack. I think it'd be pretty cool. Let me know what you guys think of that Patreon idea. But that will be coming soon once the other cards get here. I don't want to put it up yet because I've only got so many cards. And you're going to be guaranteed to get one of these great cards. Alright, next up is a Japanese card. This one should probably get a pretty good grade because Japanese cards are usually pretty good condition. So, we got a Pristine 10 Double V. Now, this is my daughter's card. It almost got a perfect 10. 10, 9.5, 10, and 10. So, she's going to be pretty happy when she wakes up. It's currently midnight right now when I'm recording this, so she's sleeping. But, Pristine 10 Double V. And this is one of the only cards that is not going to be put into my Patreon pool. So we'll put it up back here for now, but this one is my daughter's. Alright, next up, we have an older Japanese card. This is a Pocket Monsters one. The centering on this one didn't look fantastic, but it's an older card. I wasn't expecting a huge grade, I don't think. Let's see what we get. 7.5 on the Pikachu. So I'm still happy with a 7.5, and you might be able to see why right there. Look at that swirl. Right next to Pichu, there is a very large swirl. So that is the biggest reason I wanted to get this card graded. Anyway, we got a 9 on the centering, so the centering was good. Surface 7.5. 9, and the edges got a 6.5. If those edges would have been better, we probably could have got an 8 to an 8.5. So what is up with the edges? I couldn't tell you. The edges don't look that bad to me. Right here. Let me see if I can zoom in far enough. Right there. You see it? Wow, I got some dirt in my fingernail. Right. Where's my pen? Right there. There's a big dent in the card. Now, what about the rest of it? I don't know about the rest of the edges. The rest of the edges seem okay. It's just that one spot. So, 6.5 on the edges. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe the back was a little bad. As you can see, the case has a little bit of dust on it from being inside of there with that styrofoam. I'll have to wipe them off with a cloth. But yeah, the edges, I don't know why I got a 6.5 on the edges, but either way, I'm happy with the 7.5. I think this one's going to be my personal collection. Let me back this back out and move some stuff around. Let me just move these over. Alright, next card. Okay, this one did not look great on the edges. This is probably one I just sent in just for the fun of it, just to see what it would get. Because the edges look terrible. It's got whitening, it's got damage on the corners. But let's see what it is. Ah, Dark Tyranitar, and it got a 7. So a 9 on the centering, 8 on the surface, 6 on the corners, and a 7.5 on the edges. Like I said, this one was not fantastic condition, but I did want to see what it would get. Still a very valuable card because not only is it Dark Tyranitar, it is actually the stamped version. They didn't actually put that on here, which I figured they probably wouldn't, but the stamped version is a lot harder to find than the regular version. And this card will be one of the cards in my Patreon pool, so let's just sit that right down here. So as you can tell so far, there's going to be some really nice cards and some valuable cards in there for my Patreon subscribers. Next up, let's check the back of this one before we flip it over. This one doesn't seem too bad, so maybe this is one of the better grade ones. Alright, we got a 9 on Arctozolt Darkness Ablaze promo. This is one that came out of the Build and Battle boxes, and I like this card, so I wanted to get it graded. And it come back pretty good, 9. 9.5 on the edges and surface. Centering is 9, corners 9. So it's not a bad 9. It's a pretty good 9. And yeah, that one's pretty nice. Alright, we're down to our last two. So let's see what we can get. Actually, let's zoom back in here. This one also looks to be in decent condition. I don't remember what I sent in. So let's see what we've got here. 8.5 on the Mega Charizard EX. Okay, so 9899. So if that surface would have been a little better, I'm not sure why the surface was so bad. But this is not a card I pulled myself. The Mega Charizards I pulled myself are actually in my collection. I got this from somebody when I bought a collection, so it was just in a box. That's probably why the surface has some scratches on it. But yeah, 8.5 near mint plus. Not bad on this one. And our last card, I know what it is because I remember the last card I sent in. I do not expect a great grade on this one. It did have some damage, it had some hollow scratching, but when I was looking through and I found this in my collection, it was like a $100 card. I was like, wow, that's crazy. I want to see what the grade is. So, it's probably not good. It's probably actually only worth about 50 bucks or so because of the condition. So let's check the back. As you can see, lots of whitening, lots of damage on the edges. But this will be one of the cards in my my Patreon pool. So again, lots of good stuff in there. And we have an EX Dragon Charmeleon with a near mint 6. Centering was almost perfect, 9.5. But surface, corners, and edges only got 6.5, 6, and 6. But, like I said, this is a relatively valuable card. Let me see if I can see. Yeah, look at that right there. You can see the hollow scratching on it a little bit to the case. I know it's hard with my studio lighting back there, reflecting on it. Let me see if that doesn't help. But, still not bad. I mean, 6 is bad, but the card is probably still worth about $45 to $50, I would imagine. Maybe even a little bit more. And again, this will be one of the ones in the Patreon pool. So, stay tuned for that. That should be popping up soon if you guys are interested. So, there we go. We got some pretty nice cards today. Let me scoot this over so they're all out of camera here. Not too bad. We got, what, three 9s, an 8.5, a 7, 7.5, a 6, and the double V. I drew on myself with the pen when I was looking at that. But the double V was the pristine 10 for the day, which is fantastic. I'm glad that came back good because it's not mine. But when part 2 comes out, there's going to be 42 more cards to go over. So we'll go over them a little quicker than I did in this video. I did take a lot of time on each card in this one because there was only 10 or 8 cards. But when the other 42 arrive, it'll be a bit larger video. I don't even know if I can do it in this space here because it's kind of small right here. I might have to do it somewhere else. But anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the cards today. Let me know what your favorite card here today was. Whether it be the Scizor, Samazena, Pichu, whatever. I would like to hear what your favorite card was. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.